Hey, good morning. This is Dave with Crossbow Archer Outdoors, and as I promised, I want to bring a Season 1 review of the Mission Sub 1 crossbow. I want to give some pros and some cons, but we'll start off by giving some of the statistics on this crossbow. The length of the crossbow is 30¼ inches long. The poundage on the limbs is 200. And the limbs can be backed out to turn down the weight of the crossbow. It can also be tiller tuned. If you've shot compounds, you might know what tiller tuning is, but you can use this effectively with tiller tuning as well. That is a plus. I don't know of any other crossbow that you can back the limbs out and shoot it safely or effectively like you can a Mission. And this includes all of the models, the Sub 1 Lite, the Sub 1, and the Sub 1 XR. You can do that with all three of those. But this model, the Sub 1 that we're doing the review on, is 200-pound limbs. It has a 2-stage trigger set at 3.4 pounds. I love this trigger. When you take up the first stage, I cannot feel this trigger moving, which I cannot say that about all the crossbows that I've shot. When you shoot a lot and you're in competition, a good crisp trigger with no movement keeps you away from target panic, punching the trigger, which is important. The uncocked width of the crossbow is 13.8 inches, and the cocked width is 10.7. Not the smallest crossbow as far as width goes, but still small enough that it's effective. I would use this crossbow for hunting in a heartbeat. The let off with the Sync X cam is 80%, which attributes to the accuracy of the crossbow. Great cam. I will say something about the cam here at this point. I did have it go out just a little bit out of tune at rest, but when I shot it, I didn't see anything in accuracy as far as left and rights. I put it back in time, and it's been fine ever since. You know, you may have a little stretch on the cables. I put a crossbow through the riggers, and I shoot them all the time. I go to 3D shoots. If you visit the channel, you'll see the 3D shoots that we go to, and I shoot the crossbows at those 3D shoots. The length of pull adjustment on the buttstock, there are 6 different settings. There's an 1¼ inch adjustment in and out on the buttstock, and then you have the comb. You have the comb here that you can raise up and down, and it's probably, I don't know, it might be close to an inch adjustment. And I really enjoy the adjustments on this crossbow. And once you set them, they're set. It's not loose. It's not noisy if you're going to use it for hunting. The length on the crossbow from the riser to the buttstock, I think it's the whole way in, is 30¼ inches. So it's a nice short crossbow. I did weigh this, and I add 9 ounces, 5 ounces to the back. I take the nubs off for the sling, for the crossbow sling. I don't use those. And I added 5 ounces on here and 4 ounces on the front, plus the stirrup, plus the rope cocker was on it when I weighed it, and the HHA Tetra XB, which we'll be doing a review on that here shortly. It has the Hawk XB30 compact on it right now. I'll be getting a loop-holed scope to put on it because I have the HHA Tetra XB, and I just want one crosshair. So next year I'll be shooting competition with the loop-holed scope. It has an AR style pistol grip, which you can use any AR pistol grip as long as it doesn't have a beaver tail. And you can replace that, which gives you a lot of options. There are some custom, I think Gotta Grip they have some, but pretty expensive. I like the forearm grip on this. It's round, and I hold it out towards the front. And then I really love the pistol grip. I didn't get a different customized pistol grip because I like this one so much. It also has rubber inlay on the buttstock, and it has rubber on the comb here. So really, really great crossbow. This crossbow is made in the USA. It's not assembled here. It's made in the USA in Sparta, Wisconsin. Matthews is the maker of Mission crossbows. And so that's some of the stats. The SyncX cam is a great cam. The only reason that I knew that it was out of time is I got a little bit of deck wear on the arrow towards the end of the stroke, and you could see it was making a mark just on the back of the carbon arrow, and when it was sliding across the nock. And so I put it back in time. Might have been a twist, I think. And I tiller tuned this side. It was about a 32nd to a 16th closer on the one side. And so I tiller tuned. It might have been, I don't even think it was a quarter of a turn that I took out of the one limb, and it went away. Very tunable crossbow. Very tunable crossbow. Unlike some of the others, there's not much you can do. You know, they may have yokes. You don't have to worry about getting this set up. This doesn't have yokes. One of the cons that I had with this crossbow when I got it, the trigger was really heavy. I call Mission. I had the warranty filled out. Let me tell you, there were no excuses on why the trigger wasn't right. I had a brand new Wheeler trigger tester that I used to test it, and he just wanted me to test it with a different trigger, which, hey, I get it, you know. And it was still heavy. It was at about 4.4 to 5 pounds, which is heavy, and he didn't make any excuses. I talked to Kerry at Mission. Talked to him about several different things, had a great talk with him. He had the time, didn't feel rushed. And we got it sent back. I had to shoot my state championships with it yet. I think I had 2 shoots at that point. And I didn't pay a dime to send this crossbow back through the shop. I'll give a shout out to Baker's Archery, great shop up in Halifax. And if you're in the area, give them a visit. They do carry Matthews and Mission crossbows. They don't have any in stock, but they will order a Mission crossbow if you would like to purchase one of the models, of the sub 1 models that they have. But give a shout out to Baker's Archery. I've known them for a long time. It's a great shop. Jason up there at the shop, you go see Jason, he'll take care of you. But they sent it back. Going back to Wisconsin, and paid for it coming back to the shop at Baker's. And no questions, they dropped a brand new trigger box, the whole thing, the whole trigger box. This, the scope mount rail, they dropped a brand new trigger box in this crossbow and shipped it back, and had it back to me from the time I dropped it off at Baker's until he called me at Baker's. It was 9 days. Friends, that's a lifetime warranty. That's covering your crossbow, something you believe in. You know, should it have been sent out that way? No, but they took care of it. It's not a perfect world, and I want a crossbow that they're going to make it right, and the trigger is definitely lighter. So they took care of the issue, and I shoot the tar out of this crossbow. Out of all the crossbows I own, this is my favorite crossbow for good reason. Some of the pros, this crossbow is easy on cables and the string. You know, for the riggers I put it through and all the shots I put through it, I'm still on the original set, and I'll continue to shoot them until I need to change them out. You know, they're not shredding cables, and you know, I wax them. Of course, you want to wax your cables. It's going through a slide at generating a lot of heat, you need to have wax on them. But it definitely does not shred cables. And there's a little bit of in the cam here. There's a little bit of serving separation, but to be honest, it's not going to wear the cable. It's just separating. You know, when you get bends the way you do in that serving, it's going to separate. I mean, that's just the way it is. It's going to separate a little bit, and with the force you're putting on that, and you know, when you fire it, it's just going to happen. It's just the way it is. But the string wear is pretty good. You can flip these strings over and use the other side. You know, you just take it off here and take it off here, and you flip those over, and then you'll use the other side of your center serving. Another pro on this crossbow, this thing holds like a dream. I've shot several crossbows. The crossbow I shot prior to this in competition didn't hold near as well as what this holds. I add weight to it. It acts like a stabilizer on a crossbow. The more weight, the harder it is to move. And so if you can hold the weight without the crossbow bouncing up and down, it's going to hold steadier. It's harder to move it. And so that's why I added the weight to it in the front and back, and I have it holding pretty well. Also, another pro is its tunability. Another pro would be the dependability. Like I said, I put my crossbows through the rigors, and I shoot them a lot. And this crossbow is dependable as it gets. I'm telling you, there's no more dependable crossbow on the market. It's got a lifetime warranty. And I've already experienced how they handle that. They stand behind their products. The shooting experience. Let me talk about the shooting experience. So, you know, a lot of crossbows are like a mini explosion when you shoot them. That's just the way it is. You know, they're getting a lot of speed, the way they're designed, all those things. Not this mission. It's just so smooth at the shot. It doesn't feel like a mini explosion. It doesn't sound like a mini explosion. I have people on the course all the time at the 3D courses that say that crossbow is quiet. You know, it's really quiet, and it is. It's quiet, and it doesn't feel like a mini explosion going off during the shot. That's a good description of shooting this crossbow. It has a great shooting experience. Its accuracy. I'm shooting 20-inch zombie slayers with 125 grain tips in it. I have a short on my channel that shows what I did for shot, back-to-back shots at 70 and 80 yards in a 3-inch bullseye, freehand. And, you know, I can attribute a lot of that to the crossbow because how it holds well, which is huge. If you have a lot of movement, it causes target panic, causes inconsistencies, and this thing just holds well. So I could just continue to go on. To be honest, I thought about selling my hunting crossbow and buying a Sub 1 XR, and also my wife buying her a Sub 1 Lite. But that, you know, those two will have to wait a little bit. But I just love this crossbow. Great crossbow, great quality build. If there's anything holding you back from buying one of the Sub 1 models, I hope this video has helped you to get past that. If you don't like rope cocking, or if your shoulders are bad, they do make a crank that goes on. It goes right over this nub where your rope sits on, and then this arm here, this little orange nub here, that's where your string goes behind for the crank that goes on down below here. It's out of the way. The crank arm works well. Some add-ons that I added on to it. I have the level here. I think the one model comes with the level, the XR, but this is the best level I've seen. It goes where it should. and it won't move. They have it machined in. If you want a level for your mission, buy the mission level. It's worth the money. And it is vital that you have your crossbow level. You know, because the further you get, it's just like having a bubble on a compound bow. You got to have these things level, or you're going to see it out at 40, 50 yards. You're going to start to see it. So I got that. It's all machined aluminum. It's held in with a big bolt, and it goes through the riser where it should be. Great level. And the second thing is the stirrup. I took the little feed off of the riser. I didn't like put my foot on the riser when I was out shooting. You know, if you're in mud or whatever, you know, it's just a mess. And so, the second thing was the crossbow tended to want to lean as you towards the side your foot was on as you cocked it. And so I got the stirrup, and I'm 5'8", and I don't have a problem. It didn't make it long enough that it mattered. I can easily cock it. When you hit the cams are 80% let off, and when you hit that 80% let off, I mean it's just easy to cock. It's easy to cock the whole way through, and it's at 200 pounds. I don't have an issue. I mean, it's probably one of the easiest ones I have to cock. So the only issue with what I had with the stirrup, and it really wasn't an issue, was the original shrink tube on there. It was pretty thin, and they only had it across here. So when that wore out, I took it off, and I bought some real good quality shrink tube, 1/2-inch shrink tube, and this is a 3-to-1. It shrinks 3-to-1 on its size, and then it has like a hot melt glue inside when you heat it up. That way it won't move on there. Probably wouldn't either, but it's a thicker, heavier shrink tubing, and I just love it. I covered the whole thing with it, and it's been working out great. So hopefully this review has helped. If you're thinking about buying a Mission Sub 1 and you're looking to get a hunting crossbow, I would suggest the XR. They're a little bit more expensive, but let me tell you, you're either going to pay now or pay later. We've all heard that said. And if you want a good, reliable crossbow, and if something does happen, by experience, I can tell you they're going to cover it. You buy it from a shop and you fill out the warranty, they're going to cover it. Lifetime warranty. I appreciate you coming to the channel. This is Dave with Crossbow Archer Outdoors, and I appreciate you coming. And please like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for coming, and we will see you on the next video.